Hi, this is Weston from Jenner Ag, and now that planting season is over, here's some things we should look at on the planter before putting it away for the season. If we started our row cleaner, we should look at our blades, make sure that they're not worn down too bad, give them a shake, make sure the bearings are still good, and then give the arms a shake, make sure that those are still okay as well. And whether we're running a air cylinder, hydraulic cylinder, airbag, we want to make sure that we don't have any leaks there as well. And then we move to our row unit, we have our downforce system. Whether we have springs, a hydraulic cylinder like we see here, or an airbag, we want to make sure that all the hardware is intact and check our air lines if we have airbags, check our hydraulic lines, make sure we don't have any leaks going on that we can take care of now instead of next spring. And as we get further along the row unit, we'll find our harnessing. We just want to make sure that any rub points, pinch points, that we look at all of those to make sure we don't need to replace anything or reroute any cabling. As we move further down the row unit, we got our parallel arms. We want to give the row unit a shake and make sure that our bushings or our arms aren't getting too wore out. And if we go to our gauge wheel, if we give that a spin, we want to make sure that we're not missing any chunks out of our rubber and that our bearing is in good order if we shake it. Also, we'll take a look at our arm and make sure that it's not getting too worn down on the depth stop. As we work further back on the row unit, we'll find our closing system. Whether we have a single stage like we see here or dual stage, we want to give our wheels a good shake, make sure that the bearings are good on those as well as our alignment. The best thing to do is take the planter, drag it on concrete, and see where our opening disc drag opposed to our closing tail. Make sure that that's good and aligned. The other thing we want to do is calibrate our depth adjustment row to row and make sure that those are all true across the planter. Now we're going to spin this thing around and look at the inside of the row unit. Now that we have our gauge wheel removed on this side, we'll want to check out our scraper and make sure that that's still in good working order. Once we remove our scraper, we can take our opener off. Once we have our opener off, we can measure across it, make sure that it's still up to par, and then move over to our speed tube or seed tube guard and make sure that it's not worn to the point of needing replaced. Once we put our opening disc back on, we will measure our contact between the two opening discs and make sure we don't have to adjust any of our shims here. Those are just some of the things we like to look over on a planter during inspection time. Give us a call and we'd be glad to go over it with you. Thanks.